Hey everyone, this is Queenie Clam with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews. Today we're going to talk about ways readers can support and help out their favorite authors. Now, I've found creative ways to support your favorite author, whether they're a family member, a friend, or just someone you admire from afar. The first thing that you can do is buy their book. Yeah, you can go to the library, but going out and actually purchasing their book will help them out a lot. Number 2, write a review. Online reviews matters a lot. Having that review lets the author know that a book is being read and the book is being talked about. Now, one of the things I do as far as writing reviews is I read the book, I write out a review, I type it up, and I send it. If I know the author, I'll send it to the author and get their approval. Everything's, okay in it. And then I post it to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Goodreads, my personal page, and a couple of my Facebook reading pages. Third, book clubs. Your book club can pick a book and read it, talk about it, discuss it, chat it up. But unfortunately for me, I'm not in a book club per se, but I am in a few reading groups. So what I do with that is I usually just promote the book by putting a review on in the reading group that I'm in. And next, feature your favorite author, whether it's on a blog, podcast, or a YouTube channel. Now, of course, you see I have a YouTube channel. I also have a blog that I feature authors, and I do reviews on the books that I read. Next, share. Share the book with friends and family and coworkers. Share the book. Girl, you should go get this book. This is a great read. I'm telling you, you will enjoy this book. So, share. Next, create. And what I mean by create is you can create a flyer, like an advertisement, for your favorite author and maybe pick out a character in the book and talk about that character. Put it on the flyer, post it on Facebook, tag the author, and that's one form of advertisement on Facebook from a reader. I have done this for my favorite author. She was trying to promote her book, and I was trying to help her promote her book. So I created flyers for some of the characters in the book, and I put like a bio, I guess you could say, of the characters with a picture. She gave me a picture of who it's supposed to be, and that's what I did. Next, talk it out. Coffee or dinner with friends. PTA meeting, the doctor's office, sitting at your kids' games, standing in line at the grocery store, or even at the library. Talk the book up. Talk it up. Have a discussion. Next, bookstore. Now, what I mean by bookstore is a couple of years ago, back in the day, I say that, we used to go to the bookstore and buy books. And I always bought the hardback book. Never wanted the soft or the paperback. I wanted the hardback, and I would buy it. And if they didn't have the hardback, then I had to buy the paperback. But I went into a particular Barnes and Noble, and I was looking for our section. And our section was like way, way, way out somewhere. And it was like stacked up on the shelf. But what I did was the ones that were facing out, that when you walk past you could see it, I took those books and then stacked them or shelved them so nobody can't see them, and I stuck our books out in the forefront. No, that's not really a good thing to do, but oh well, I did it. And you might not know. You might see somebody walk past and it's like, oh, let me check that book out. Ooh, let me check that book out. And not only are our books in bookstores, they're also in Target and Walmart. Do it. I would do it. Next, read anywhere. Whenever you have the downtime and you read it anywhere. Somebody is bound to see you reading that book, and it's going to make a comment about you reading. And I can give you a good example. A couple of years ago, I was at the laundromat, and I take my books everywhere I go. So I was sitting there, had all my clothes in the washer, reading my book. I was so focused on the book that I wasn't paying attention that my washer had stopped. So this gentleman comes up to me. He says, "Hey, your clothes done stopped, but you so focused and into that book that you can't see that your clothes are stopping. You need to get your clothes out of there." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I was reading so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. And look, here, you need to get this. Read this. It's a good read." Yeah, what he said. And I continued to do what I had to do, and I sit back down and I kept continuing reading. And if you know me, I'm a person, when I read a book, I take notes. So I have sticky notes in my books because I take notes. Because I go back and I do a good thorough review. And he was like, "You reading a textbook?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, I don't sticky notes." I said, "I'm taking notes because I always write a review after I finish reading the book." He said, "Well, wow, I might go get that book." I don't know if he went and got the book, but I wrote the name of the book and the author's name down. So hopefully there was another sale. Okay, and lastly, but not least, like the book on Amazon, like the book on Barnes and Noble, like the author's page. That will help other readers see it. So those are the ways that we authors can help our favorite authors. So to sum it up, here it is. Read the book. Write a review. Book clubs. Feature it on your Facebook page. Share it on Facebook. Create an advertisement. Talk it up. Go to the bookstore. Read everywhere, anywhere, and like. There it is. Please, please help your favorite reader by doing these things. Excuse me, help your favorite author by doing these things. Again, this is Queenie Clem with Book Talks and Reviews. God bless. Have a blessed day and happy reading.